Good morning. Happy Chanukah. Every day, a day of simcha and joy, a day of bringing light into the world, and hopefully we should bring the great light to the world, and this is the light of Mashiach. As we all know that we have a tradition, and this is the dreidel. And on the dreidel it's written Nes Gadol Ayasham, and on the dreidel itself it's Nun Gimel Shin Mem, 4 letters. And as we know that the numeric value of these 4 letters is the same numeric value of Mashiach. So hopefully with the dreidel that the kids are playing as Chanukah, and with the lights of the candles all over the world, we should really have the great light, the light of Mashiach. As the Rebbe explains in many places, Mashiach is related to Chanukah, the idea of the number 8, that in the Bet HaMikdash was only 7 candles, and we light 8 candles, and 8 resembles the idea of above limitations, and that's the idea of Mashiach. But let's just share one short idea that we can learn from Chanukah, relevant to us every day and relevant to us in order to bring Mashiach closer. And this is, we're having a dispute or debate, however you're going to call it, regarding the mitzvah of Chanukah. And the way it's used in the Talmud is, the question is, Adlaka ose mitzvah or Anacha ose mitzvah? What does it mean in our words in English? Is the mitzvah of lighting the candle, what is the main part of the mitzvah? Is the main part of the mitzvah the actual lighting, or the main part of the mitzvah is the candles burning? Meaning to say, for sure, the complete mitzvah is we have to light the candles, and it's got to burn for half hour, or if you, in Chabad, we do 50 minutes, that's the complete mitzvah. But in the mitzvah, which is the important part of the mitzvah? In other words, if you did one, you did the main mitzvah. Is the main mitzvah to actually light the candles, or the main mitzvah is that a candle should be burning for this amount of time? As I remember myself, I used to go to the hospital to visit the not well people, to light candles with them. Today, they don't allow this anymore, but those days we'll be able to do it. So we would go to those patients to light candles, but it would be a big problem to leave the candles lit for half hour. I would have to stand and watch, and I would ask nurses to watch it for me. It would be a whole workout. How do we have these candles lit in those rooms of the patients unattended? It wouldn't be a simple project. Selfishness, for some reason, we're never able to do it. So some places that would take it away. It would be a whole situation. So I remember I went once with a rabbi, and that rabbi, out of respect to him, I let him do the deal. Now we're just going with him, tangling along with him. And what he did, he just lit the candles, he made a bracha with them, and then he shut it off. He said, we're doing one mitzvah. We're doing the mitzvah of lighting the candles. Yes, we're not having the other part. And that comes the question, which is the real part of the mitzvah? Is the real part of the mitzvah to light the candles, or the real part of the mitzvah, the candles should be burning and bringing light into the world? And as we know, the halacha is adlaka ose mitzvah, that the main part of the mitzvah is to light the candle, not anacha, not to put it down. And anacha is literally to lay it down, and it should be burning. And as I think this is also machloket between Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel. Bet Hillel says adlaka, and Bet Shammai says anacha ose mitzvah. And as we said before, the law is it's the lighting of the candle. There's a much deeper idea into that. Lighting the candle means to light up the fire. Anacha, Hasidic terminology teaches us, means that you put down. What do you mean put down? So Hasidus teaches us that there is 2 ideas in the idea of candle lighting. One idea is to put it down, meaning to say you put it down your negative. Adlaka means that you bring out the light. And that's the question in the deep Hasidic terminology. Is the mitzvah to make sure to bring the light out? Or the mitzvah is anacha, make sure to decrease, to bring down the darkness? Yes, it's all through the light, it's all through the fire. But what is the main important part? Is the main important part is that laka, the fire should be a great fire? Or the main important part of the fire is to diminish the darkness? And the halacha is adlakos mitzvah. Don't be so occupied about the darkness. Be occupied in bringing light. Don't be so occupied removing darkness. Be occupied in bringing light. When you bring light, you automatically remove darkness. Some people are always busy with their darkness, with their issues, with their problems, how to remove the darkness. That's the idea of anacha, to be occupied with your negative, to remove it. The halacha is adlaka ose mitzvah, that our mission, our duty is just to bring light. When, as we say all the time, as Hasidus teaches us, as the Rebbe always gives us the word, me'at or, a little bit of light, docheach bechoshech, will postpone the darkness. You be busy, bring the light. Adlaka, just make sure that the candles are being lit. The rest of it will be taken care of by itself. The other opinion says, no, anacha, you gotta make sure to remove the darkness. That's the problem. We go to the opinion, adlakos mitzvah, we gotta bring light. And when we'll be occupied to bring more and more light into the world, in Chanukah, and continue Chanukah for the year, in Mirza Hashem, in the days of Chanukah, we're not going to have to have too much work of the light bringing. We're going to have the great light, as we said before, the light of Mashiach. Have yourself a good Shabbos and a good Chanukah.